After this video, you will know everything about the experience of FIFA/FC on the PC. I'm going to be splitting up this video in multiple sections once again, so you guys could go click on the timestamps down below, or the chapters, or whatever they're called, because there's quite a lot to go through. But before I start, this isn't a video on whether you should switch to PC or not from console. This is just strictly all the frequently asked questions I get in my comments about the PC experience, what it's like, is there any difference between console and PC, ultimate team questions, offline modes like career mode questions, all in one. If you guys are looking for whether or not PC is actually good, click the video in the description. Let's go. First question I get a lot is, what is FC on PC actually like? If you have a next gen console like PS5 or Xbox Series X or S, it's literally the same thing, because PC is next gen. It is next gen compatible. It doesn't have old gen at all whatsoever. It doesn't have the old gen version whatsoever like you can do with the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. PC, you cannot go down to a old gen version of the game. So that means PC is at its latest update, unlike previous versions, so you will have the next gen experience. If you're an old gen player like PS4 or Xbox One, it will be completely different, because you've never played the next gen PS5 version or the Xbox Series, and PC is the same exact version of that game from console. Whether or not if it's optimized for your computer or not, that's a whole different question, but it's literally the same game from console. This also links to my next point. Is it actually any different compared to console? Yes, in sections of the game there is a complete difference. In Ultimate Team, in offline career mode, there's multiple areas where the game is different. You're probably wondering what is actually different. You can have a better experience when it comes to gameplay, from the smoothness of gameplay to the way it feels to how it looks, because you could change the graphical settings of the game depending on how good your computer is or your laptop is, as well as in both modes, offline and online, there is a difference. Example, Ultimate Team Transfer Market is just on PC only. It's not crossplay like the consoles are. And offline mode like career mode, you can literally download as many mods as possible. But these 2 points I will address later on in the video. And what I mean about the gameplay being smoother and better, the flow of the game is just much more smoother and a better overall experience. Once again, I'll touch base on this point a little later on how the matchmaking is. Now moving on to my next section of the video, and that is Ultimate Team. Quite a few lists of questions that I get a lot in the Ultimate Team side of the game, and there's quite a lot that I need to go through. The first question I get a lot is, can I transfer my club from console to PC? The most basic and simple answer I would like to say is no, you cannot. Even though your EA account is connected the same as your console, it's a completely different platform. It's like if you wanted to switch your Ultimate Team account from PlayStation to the Nintendo Switch. That's physically impossible. Same applies to the PC. So whether you play on Xbox or PlayStation, you can't switch to PC with the same club. So if you're wondering, I'm sorry, that is not possible. You'll have to start from scratch. It depends when you obviously play this game. If you play the start of the year, you'll be fine. If you want to switch during the game cycle because it's cheaper, or you just wanted to switch to PC, you'll have to start again. That's just how it goes. I don't know if EA is figuring something out there. It'll be a bit of a difficult transition, especially when there's no licensing and whatnot for transferring over. So moving on to my next question, the transfer market. How quote unquote dead is it? Well, my friend, I can confirm it is not dead. I don't know why everyone has this assumption of PC. There's not many players, therefore the Ultimate Team transfer market's dead. Just because there's a million transfers on the market, unlike PlayStation which has 30 million transfers, it's completely dead. My friend, it is not dead. Just because it has a million transfers doesn't mean it's dead. The reason why console is so oversaturated and so many transfers are on the market there, it's combined player count. Remember that. The only reason why PC doesn't have the crossplay with transfer market is because of the EA anti-cheat. I've mentioned it in a separate video, go check that out. Moving back to the transfer market, it is not dead. At the start of the year, every year that I played, there's around 2 to 3 million transfers a year in the first quarter of the game. After December, it does die down to less than 1 million, but that's because people don't care about the game up till team of the year, there will be a dip of players. Post Wadger here, just editing. While I'm editing, I wanted to fact check myself, and I can confirm that the dip of players doesn't actually happen much on PC. According to Steam charts, the peak players was in fact in January 2024. I'll put it on screen right now. You guys can see last 2 minutes of the game, 24 hours of the game, and all-time peak. And you can see right down below that the peak players was in January. I would also like to mention that this doesn't include people who bought the game from Epic Games and EA itself. Enough of me waffling, back to you, present Wadger. The transfer market will still be there and you could find whatever you need whenever you need. Yes, it might be more expensive because it's not oversaturated like PlayStation or Xbox, so things are more, not rare, but things are more expensive to get, as well as PC is a full-on grind itself, especially for Ultimate Team. So bear that in mind when it comes to Ultimate Team. This links to my next point, which is matchmaking. What is matchmaking like on PC? Whether you're playing Ultimate Team or Seasons, normal game mode, friendlies, whatnot, you will find, you'll find a game. If you have crossplay on or off, it doesn't matter. You'll still find a game in less than a minute. Depending on your internet connection, you'll still find a game as close or as far as possible. What I mentioned about my previous point about adapting to the way PC is, PC matchmaking itself, whether if it's Ultimate Team, whether if it's Seasons, whether if it's online draft, it is 10 times sweatier than console. And I mentioned this quite a few times in my other videos. Be careful, PC players are literally console rejects or flipping demonic when it comes to this game. Back in FIFA 23, I used to be a Div 1 Elite Division player. Last year, I struggled to get to Div 4, and it's just mind-boggling and insane. I had an endgame team by December, and I still couldn't get my head around or get through to Div 2, for example. It's mind-boggling. It's not that hard. I'm kind of over-exaggerating it, but I don't know how or what this year will be like for FC25 because I'm basically making this video before the game. Just a heads up, matchmaking is quite sweaty, so get your sweatbands on, get your wristbands on, and it's time to cook. Following up from my matchmaking point, lag. Is lag real? Is lag a thing? Yes, there is lag for every single game that you play. Not every game is going to be 100% smooth or baby butt smooth. You'll have lag. Of course, it's either from EA servers, could be your own PC, it could be EA servers, it could be your internet. There's multiple reasons to why you might be lagging or will be lagging when it comes to PC experience. So please double check your internet. Please double check on Google EA servers for FC25 or FC24, whatever FIFA game you play, to see if the servers are actually on or off or working or on a stable connection. The third point is update your drivers, update your settings, update your everything, and play at settings where the game is smooth. It doesn't matter how beautiful the game is. You want to play good football. You want to play fast, fluid football. Switch off all the extra stuff. Play everything on low. You'll have a blast, and the lag hopefully will get fixed if it's your computer or if it's internet. So yeah, I touched base on this point in the lag section, but servers and connectivity / connection, what is it like? You'll literally find everyone and anything. You'll load up a game, even in flipping Volta, you could find a full lobby in minutes because of the fact that it doesn't matter if you play crossplay. Like I said in my matchmaking, it doesn't really matter if you play with crossplay on or off because you'll still find people. The servers are a bit dodgy. It can be a dodgy at times, but console also had times where there was maintenance. There was issues where the store would not load. There was issues where there were so many people on the servers that you couldn't actually load the game. That was lagging. It's the same thing with PC. There are circumstances where the game will in fact not let you load in. I believe it happened last year when I was playing early access where I wanted to play Ultimate Team and I just physically couldn't load up because there were so many people trying to load up the game at once. So yeah, just bear that in mind. It's the same thing. Now moving on to my offline side of the video, and that is career mode. That's player career mode, that's manager career mode. On PC, it's the same game, okay? It's the same game. EA literally reskin it on PC, okay? That's just how it goes, alright? With offline, it's literally the same thing applies with console. It's literally the same thing. The only thing or the major differences are probably smoother cutscenes, different animations, different when you go further into manager career mode. your player generated players will probably be different compared to console the further you go, etc. But the main point I like to mention for the offline side of things is mods. The mod side of things on FC, I'm so happy that EA actually allow us or allow the community to do this, such a thing like this, and that is to mod the crap out of this game. You could flip and play with 11 Ronaldos in one team. By the way, I did do that for a video and it was so funny. You're telling me I had 99 Ronaldo on every single flipping position. It was amazing. It was such a good flipping challenge. But you could do so many mods, from changing the stadium, downloading new ones, playing with actual licensed kits like Juventus and AC Milan that aren't even in the game anymore due to licensing. You could add in teams like #United, for example. You can mod a whole different league to put into the game as well. There's so many things that not many people actually know how to do or what to do when it comes to mods, especially for PC, because all the career mode guys that you see on challenges wise that do some crazy bizarre challenges that you've not heard of, that is due to PC modding. It's easier said than done once you know how to mod and once you know the correct mods. And then your question why EA haven't actually implemented none of these things, which suck. Hey, I'm just glad that EA actually give us the chance to mod, unlike other games. So yeah, hopefully that's everything that you guys need to know about the experience on PC. What is it like? Is it any different? All the topics that I've discussed. Comment down below if I missed anything. If you have any questions, please comment down below or join my Discord. Subscribe if you haven't already. Take care and peace.